It feels like something's heating up. Is it Rubble and Crew? I don't know what I'm thinking of. Watching Rubble and Crew. Hey, Zach, do your kids still watch Paw Patrol?
They watch Paw Patrol, but I haven't really gotten much into the Rubble and Crew spinoff. Is what it is a spinoff, right? I think I've seen like once or twice.
Yeah, it's a whole different series.
It's like if Tommy had his own Power Rangers sideshow.
Yeah, Tommy's like, hey, well, are you saying that Rubble is the Tommy?
Rubble is the Tommy of the Paw Patrol universe, obviously.
We're not going to make it all by ourselves. We need help. Look, it's Rubble. But
sorry, it doesn't really align. It would be Rocky, I guess, if it was the Green Ranger, Green Pup.
Yeah, I'd call that closer.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it'd be like if, Trini is like, I got to go home and see my family, and then, oh wow, they run a bakery, and we're all just gonna bake.
That's what we're gonna do now.
Yeah. Well, okay, so like martial arts studio, whatever. Yeah,
Same
so
thing.
Rubble's the only one. Like episode 1, they got Mayor Goodway is like, hey, I just wanted to wish you good luck. Bye. And then it's just Rubble and his family, who is all dogs of different breeds.
Are they?
Somehow they're the same. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched it.
They all have like the little tooth sticking out of the mouth.
Okay, they're all bulldogs.
Bulldog related, right?
Sort.
Oh, okay. Is that bulldog?
Yeah.
I knew that. Alex, what's your Paw Patrol lore knowledge?
I was mostly going to ask if they're all dog teeth, are they all canines?
No, there's just K6.
Good one.
K6 of them. Yeah, I actually had this conversation with my wife the other day about which pup would you rather be, and then she started going into the Mighty Pup powers. And this is some the dads are loving this. This is a deep cut here. So she started going into Mighty Pup powers, and I was like, no, the regular type, the like
Not
if
just
you
regular type,
right, and not if you had the superpowers. Like, what would you? Which Paw Patrol pup would you? I guess which Paw Patrol pup is the best pup? Sans powers.
Okay. I mean, the obvious answer's got to be Sky, right? One, she's called for every single mission. Her and Chase, but nobody likes Chase.
I think too many people like Chase. Is that the hot take?
Well,
Top dog.
Yeah. So, and she can fly, which is super cool.
Let's clarify. She can fly a helicopter. She can be a pilot to fly.
Yes. So take that, people who have gone to school for years to get their pilot certification.
Yeah, you could just be a Pomeranian or whatever she is.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are puppies, which implies they're less than 6 weeks old?
I think
all of Paw Patrol. Yeah, they have the problem with The Simpsons. It's like, wait, I'm 9. I had my 9th birthday in.
I've gone through
in
6
1991. Yeah, 1991, and then remember when my dad fought current President George Bush Sr. and then in 2014 or something, back before you were born, when we were in high school, it was the 90s, and I was into grunge music.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a problem with The Simpsons, but we're supposed to believe that all 38 something years of The Simpsons happened while Lisa was 8.
Yeah.
All of Paw Patrol, all of the Paw Patrol spinoffs, all of that happened before all of those puppies, assuming they were born on the same day, turned 6 weeks old.
Good. Including the new movies and everything. Yeah.
Very narrow slice of time.
I think I'd probably go Rocky, though. Right?
Rocky does have the Mary Poppins bag of a truck. He's, hey, do you need a surfboard? Yeah, I got a surfboard right in the back of my truck.
And it fits exactly the same it looks the same shape as whatever I need it for. Yeah, that kind of thing.
There's a hole in my hot air balloon. Oh, I just happen to have fabric of exactly that size. Rocky, do you have scissors with you?
Yeah.
Do you have scissors with you? Is this where you got it?
Did you cut the hole, Rocky?
It didn't look like it was useful.
Bad, Rocky. Bad. No. No, Rocky. Yeah. And then plus his superpowers end up being awesome. Okay, Alex, to initiate you, when they get superpowers through a asteroid that comes out of space, like most superpowers come from,
Yep.
Chase gets super speed. Rubble gets super strength. Sky can physically fly.
She's basically what the super. I mean, she's got super strength too, right? 'Cause she
Yeah, that's
punches
true.
the
I think they
comet
all
back
have
into
super
space.
strength at that point. So then Rubble turns into like a ball thing that can like he's like a Goron that can smash through stuff.
Yeah, he's got the Samus morphing ball.
Marshall's got fire, and Zuma is one with the water. I mean, he like turns into puddles and stuff. And out of all and Rocky's is basically Green Lantern. I think out of all of that, I would take Green Lantern. Speed's pretty
I suppose
good.
Room to change and grow. Yeah.
I had a conversation with a buddy of mine 15 years ago. Who would win in a fight? Is it the Flash or the Hulk? Because Hulk should have no way of hitting the Flash, but the Flash should have no way of damaging the Hulk. But the Hulk could get a lucky hit. But what happens if you give the Flash a board with a nail in it?
Well, then the tables have turned.
Okay, what if bicycle race? The Hulk in a bicycle that is designed for him, or the Flash in a bicycle that is designed for him? Because the Hulk's got a lot of power.
But the Flash's bicycle would be made for him, and so it'd be smaller than the Hulk's bicycle.
It would.
But would the gears work the same for the Flash? Like if you had to, because like the Flash would be like crazy.
Oh, I bet he could shift so fast.
Yeah.
It'd feel weird on your feet.
Does the
though.
Hulk even know how to ride a bike? Would the Hulk just like sit on the bike and just crush it and not know what to do? Is there a canon story where the Hulk has ridden a bike?
I'm pretty sure in this issue they are both the penny farthing bikes with the giant front wheel.
Fantastic.
I see.
Yeah,
I was thinking maybe there was an instance in Spidey and His Amazing Friends. Going back to a kids show. Yeah. Can you tell I'm a dad of little kids?
My biggest problem with Paw Patrol, though, is that there are, there's toys of everything. There's, every time they come out with a new thing, there's new toys, of course. Yeah, that's the point. But there's no action figures of Mayor Humdinger. There's all these dogs saving the day, but there's no one to cause the day to need saving.
Was there like a Rita Repulsa? I think there was. Or like a Goldar. I mean, I'm going back to Power Rangers as if that's the only comparison. But like, yeah, I think usually you have a bad guy action figure in your set or that you can get separately, sold separately.
Yeah, and like all the Saturday morning cartoon commercials have got Batman flying through the blocks of ice that the Joker is standing on for some reason.
It's like
you remember
one
those?
plastic blue thing. Yeah.
Well, no, he's like standing on a pyramid of ice cubes. And why?
Don't you usually do that? This is from the Joel Shoemaker
only.
universe. Or the one after that. Who did it after that? I can't remember. The one with the one where it was Mr. Freeze and there was a Batman credit card and it was ice to meet you.
Oh, okay.
Batman Forever and Robin for some
Batman
time.
Forever.
I don't think it
Oh,
gets
he
better
did
than
both. He did. Joel Shoemaker did both. Okay.
Nice.
Neat. No, not really.
I did always want their shoes, though, that turned into roller skates or ice skates, I forget. But I wanted roller skates. And I thought, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to make shoes that have wheels in them and I'm going to become a millionaire. And then
Heelys.
my whole life, my shoe size has been the same as my age, well, until I got to 15. And
You're not wearing size 38 right now?
No. European, maybe. But yeah, I think I hit size 7 and they're like, hey, we've got Heelys or wheelies or whatever up to size 6. What? No.
Screw
Then
you
I got to be
specifically,
size 8.
Patrick.
Yeah, I got to be up to size 8. And then, hey, kids love these. Why don't we expand these to size 7? Hey, come on, move a little faster. I'm missing my window here.
Should have gotten some wheelies. You could have moved faster.
Yeah. Oh, you.
Speaking of moving fast, Moving fast right along.
Zach, describe the cover to us.
I think we need to welcome everyone to Animorphs 55, the podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Zach.
I'm not
I'm another one of your hosts, Patrick.
yet going, nor am I a Yeerk. I'm Alex, the final host.
Today we're going to do our first Megamorphs book, which is a milestone achievement, I feel like. It is called The Andalite's Gift. We have a very different cover than normal. Mine actually has this edition. I think this was the first printing. They didn't really know the Megamorphs idea was a thing, so they printed a part
Everyone,
one.
Zach is fancy.
They printed a part one, and then they later followed up with a part two. But the version I had was actually the full book. This is actually when I regained the entire Animorphs collection. I was one book short, and this 2-part thing was a gift from a buddy who just happened to have the one missing piece that I needed.
Whoa.
Yeah. So this is pretty. I don't know. It's pretty different than some of the other books we've done. What do you guys think?
I think it's different.
I think you're different.
Certainly longer, and chapters being named with people was different.
Yeah, every book so far has been from one person's perspective. It's a Jake book. It's a Cassie book. This time, different chapters are from different people's points of view,
Mm-hmm.
which is very exciting because you get to see things going on in different perspectives. You get a B plot, probably a C plot. I forget. We'll discuss it.
You get Axe's perspective for the first time.
True.
Oh, yeah, this is the first Axe book, sort of.
Sort of. Yeah.
And you can tell pretty well who
That's
everybody is. I was surprised at being able to keep track of everybody so easily because even without going back and referencing whose chapter is this, you can definitely tell based on the way that they act and who they interact with, which person's chapter it is. Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah. I noticed the same thing where I was like, I forgot who I am here. Oh, wait, no, I got it without having to go back. Yeah.
How fortunate.
Speaking of forgetting who you are, that's a major plot point in this book.
I've gotten so used to not being able to tell you who we are that I forgot who I am. Yeah, so we want to get us started?
Yeah, let's get it started. In here. All right, so Rachel's going to go to gymnastics camp, and that's what the whole book's going to be about. It's going to be about her adventures at gymnastics camp, and is she going to
Make the team?
gymnastics well?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know, and we're excited to get there until she's flying through the air, and suddenly something happens, and I would say it. Oh, suddenly something happens. She's an eagle flying through the air because she's all stressed out, I think.
She was early for camp, waiting for the bus. An hour early, as you usually got to your camp departure spot an hour early, and no one's ever there, I guess. So yes,
her mom cannot wait to get rid of her for a week.
Mom,
Weekend,
it's the
however long
middle of the
this
night.
is.
Why are you dropping me off here? It's fine,
You want a
Rachel.
good seat, don't you?
We'll pick you up sometime. Have a great time at gymnastics camp. I'll see you in 3 weeks. Mom, it's only a week-long camp. So yeah, she flies away to go say hey to Tobias while she waits.
And while she does, she's attacked by birds. And she's like, get off me, birds, I assume. Because, birds don't talk.
They don't.
Right? And so they think she's stealing their eggs or something. And they chase her, and she's like, I got to get away from these birds. And she dives into the trees, pow, right into a tree. And then we just don't hear from her for like 8 chapters.
For a bit, yeah.
She's probably dead
Probably.
at this point.
That's it.
And then, just like in the Simpsons Poochie episode, whenever she's not on screen, all the other characters should be asking, "Where's Rachel? I miss Rachel. Where did Rachel go?"
Exactly.
And then what?
Yeah, and now it's time for a pool party.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Marco's jealous that Jake and everybody got invited to a party, and he did
Rachel
not.
can't go because of gymnastics camp. I don't know.
Rachel can't go because she's dead. No, she's not actually
She's
dead.
dead.
If you're
Also valid.
following
Maybe. We
along
don't
and
know.
haven't read the book, she has not died. But
Way to kill the suspense.
but Jake and Cassie go hang out at this pool party at Darlene's house.
Good old Darlene.
That's a name.
Good old Darlene. Fancy house, fancy name, fancy family.
She had like 50 people there too. Like this is a big pool party. Have y'all ever been to a pool party that's over maybe 15 people?
Yeah. At that point,
Can
you're
you
just at the
imagine?
country club or whatever.
Right, right.
I'm having my birthday party at the YMCA.
That's the only place I could think of. So I'm thinking like, yeah, this isn't somebody's private residence. This is a local country club.
Yeah.
Very fancy.
So I read this and I immediately got the exact same image of the house in my mind as I did the first time I read this book. It's this delightful little suburban house, one floor, then we learn there's a basement, and it's got a pool in the backyard. And for some reason, it's the only house within like a mile. It's just like out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's not, but something happens, and you would think there would be damage to the surrounding houses, but they never mention
Nope,
it.
it's a bubble. It's in a bubble.
Nope.
Yep.
Huh, water joke.
Ah, good one.
Yeah, but Marco can't go to this party. He's not invited to this party because
Right,
when he was
because-
younger, he did the apparently unfunny joke of dropping a Baby Ruth bar in the pool and saying it's poop. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the few things I remember about the
pretty
movie Caddyshack. Somebody throws a Baby Ruth in the pool, and then
classic.
they all leave.
It's a good.
Everybody has to get out of the pool.
I haven't had a Baby Ruth in a minute, but I feel like it's a good. Like a Snickers wouldn't work. It'd be like a rectangular prism. That doesn't. That's not it. But Baby Ruth, you can see like isn't it the one you can see like the nuts through it? Or am I thinking of a Payday? Isn't it Baby Ruth a Payday with chocolate covered on it?
I
Basically,
always get Payday and Baby Ruth confused.
Okay, yeah. So
Payday
yeah,
is
so
without, Baby Ruth is with chocolate.
okay, yeah. So I can see that. It's a good choice. Good choice, Marco. Good joke.
But it wasn't. Darlene didn't think so. So he's uninvited for forever. And despite his
Darlene says
efforts,
that's wasteful.
Exactly. She's like, you can throw whatever you like in the pool, but it needs to be garbage instead of, edible candy bars.
Otherwise, I could eat it. Yeah.
So
Marco wants to get Darlene to say,
still might eat
"Ooh,
that."
I'm thinking about Marco. I'm thinking about,
Oh, yeah.
just Marco being in my pool and all that business. But as it turns out, Darlene does not think that way.
No.
Darlene is more than happy to not have him there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Marco and Axe, just because he's got nothing to do, they both change into mice, shrews. I don't know. Mice, and they run to the pool party. And if she's not going to invite me, then I'm going to scare everybody by being mice.
Yeah. I'm gonna freak her out.
And so they chase.
And Axe
they
is the
chase
whole time just
Darlene.
like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? Whatever. Okay. I don't understand you teenagers.
Do human girls like this? What a strange strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jake and Cassie are both there at the pool party, and they go, this better not be you, Marco. And it is.
Yeah, it gives it away when he sees one of Darlene's friends is like, hey, I'll step on it or I'll catch it or something, and then you see the mice like do a sharp 90-degree turn, and Jake's like, I don't think mice respond to people talking about traps.
To threats.
My freaking friends are here.
Yeah, so they run into the house, and Marco and Axe are thought speaking to each other and say, hey, we this is not going as planned. Let's turn into humans and everything will be okay.
Yeah, let's just demorph and
Marco.
Hang out.
Strange boy, why are you in our basement? I don't know. So they run down into the basement, and suddenly there's a tornado.
Mm-hmm.
Or is there?
A big dusty-looking tornado storm
Saved by the
appears
bell.
on a pretty clear day, I think, is the impression. It was a nice, sunny summer day I don't know if it's
I
summer,
wouldn't have a
but
pool party on a cold, cloudy,
right,
stormy
right.
night.
And it just like rips the house apart and scares the crap out of Marco and Axe and everybody, not just them.
Everybody else is very calm about it. Oh, look, a tornado.
There goes
Weird.
Darlene's roof. Gosh, I'm sure they could afford another one. They could afford
We get
all
more
those here.
lines about them screaming about the mice than we do about them screaming about the house being torn apart brick
This
by
is
brick
true.
by a tornado. So, it shows you where their priorities are.
Yeah, mice are scary, Alex. Don't you know?
Oh, what? That's what I've
And-
heard from Darlene.
And while we look up at the tornado, well, Axe and Marco look up at the tornado, they see a bunch of mouths and eyes, or just mouths and teeth
Mouths,
and
eyes,
Biblically
mouths, and
accurate angel.
yeah, eyes and ears and mouth and nose and head and I think some shoulders,
Shoulders.
knees and toes. Yeah.
knees and
God, I
toes.
have too many kids. Everything, just
You've
kid
got-
things just seep into my brain.
Yeah, and then it's gonna get him. It really looks like it wants Axe and Marco. It's gonna eat him, and it starts descending, and suddenly it loses focus and it leaves.
Just straight up
You go, oh,
leaves.
that was convenient.
Close one.
What now? Do we go back to Rachel?
Yeah, we flash back to Rachel now. Oh, she's on the ground half morphed. So she's still kind of dealing with what her physical form is, but also Rachel, or as it is now, unnamed, cannot remember their name. Very spooky moment to awaken in a body that doesn't look fully human, despite the fact that you remember that you kind of are human, but your
Mhm.
body doesn't look like you remember it looking, and you can't remember who you are, and you can't remember why you are where you are. That's a weird way to get amnesia. That we won't call it that for a few more chapters, but yeah, we get the amnesia subplot here, which is exciting.
And the thing is coming after her now. Or not yet, because she starts to, even though she doesn't know what morphing or demorphing is, she's just like, I just want to be human. I just want to be human. And that's enough to trigger the demorphingness, which then triggers the tornado thing suddenly. I guess a tornado shows up.
Just happened.
And
Acting like you don't know.
this
But we in the book don't know. Real quick. Okay, so Rachel's got amnesia. Would it have been a cool touch to, since all of the chapters are named Jake, Rachel, Marco, would it have been a nice touch for this chapter to be named a whole bunch of question marks?
yeah, question. Oh, maybe.
She doesn't know who she is.
I think
Maybe.
it would have been fun as an idea, but that would have made it very confusing very quickly.
Yeah, and like later she is writing down this like memoir or whatever, and she knows it. So what if she just filled the entire thing with question marks? What if they just pranked her and never called her Rachel?
Chapter 3. I didn't know what was going on at this point.
The end.
Chapter 4.
My
Next
friend
chapter.
Marco told me my name is Buttface, so I guess my name's Buttface because he said that and he's my friend. People told me. So
People keep saying he's my friend, but I don't believe them.
Yikes.
yeah.
All right, so she's half
she's
bird.
running away as a half bird, turning into a human, getting away from this thing, and then I think it eats an ice cream truck. There's a lot of product placement names in this book.
Yeah.
So Ben and Jerry's
Ben
truck.
and Jerry's
Ben and
truck
Jerry's, that's right. Ben and Jerry's.
throws a bunch of Cherry Garcia all over the place.
Mhm. And she gets away, and then I think it just flutters away eventually.
Yeah, even without knowing what her name is, all she knows is that she feels fear, which was, a little bit hair raising.
Mhm.
But
What is my name? Where am I? Who am I? That's clearly Cherry Garcia. Where?
Yes.
What part is this? Do I live near here?
what's wrong with my memory? I say, being pelted by Cherry Garcia and wavy gravy, a flavor I've never heard of.
I've never heard of wavy gravy.
Whoa.
Is that real? Because that doesn't sound very good. Yeah,
Haven't been led astray so far.
I'm looking this up.
If you've had wavy gravy, Ben and Jerry's ice cream, please leave us a review and tell us how it was. Also, what you think of our show.
Oh, it is real. It's like rainbowy.
Ooh.
That's not a gravy color I would have expected.
Caramel
Rainbow
and
gravy.
cashew. What? With colored. Oh, but it was discontinued.
Because
Yeah,
nobody wanted to buy gravy ice cream.
it's shocking. Caramel and cashew Brazil nut ice cream with a chocolate hazelnut fudge swirl and roasted almonds. Okay, it's not rainbow. It's just the cover is tie-dye.
Ah.
I mean, that does sound delicious.
This is way more Ben and Jerry's talk than I expected.
If you're a representative of Ben and Jerry's Ice Cream Company,
Please leave
send
a
us
$5
$5
review.
and we'll yeah, that too. Send us $5 and we'll work your product into our discussion.
We'll throw an ad in there.
But the other Animorphs have to find out that Rachel was accosted by Ben and Jerry's ice creams and such. They see it on a TV report, at which point they say, wait, hang on, I think I saw something on that TV
Are
report.
you taping this?
Rewind the VCR, which,
Yes.
that hit me. That's all right. But
It hit me with like a feeling of like, oh yeah, like the lines going up and down and like saying, I got to stop this and rewind it to go faster, or, these kind of things. Oh, gosh.
Gosh, I wish TiVo was invented, said Marco.
but the immediate wrongness of knowing you wouldn't have been taping this. That's absurd. This is happening real
Why would-
time.
Yeah.
And why are you taping the news?
Yeah.
Weirdo.
And then if I was talking about this, if Cassie rewinds it, then okay, you've just screwed up the recording now. I think you can't see any more of the story now, and I don't even know what's happening to your tape. It was recording, and now you're,
Rewind this in an hour when the program's over.
Oh wait, Rachel's
Do I
fine.
sound old calling a TV show a program? Because I feel like I sound old.
It's like if you watch 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes little thing?
I gotta watch my stories.
So they're like,
Oof.
yeah, okay, let's go to that spot and we'll find Rachel, I hope.
Yeah, it's a news report telling everybody about the ice cream truck that fell over and was also shredded.
Yeah.
On
accident.
Something weird happened.
Yeah. Clearly the Yeerks are
pilot.
controlling the narrative. I mean, that's the idea, right?
Yeah. But the truck driver was like, hey, there was a tornado. I don't know. But then they see a blonde girl wearing a gymnastics outfit or whatever her morphing suit is, walking barefoot through the forest in the background. They're like, I bet that's Rachel. She's not at gymnastics camp.
It's silly Rachel.
Her. She just didn't want to go to that pool party with us.
Yeah. She hates
Obviously.
Darlene.
We come to find out, I guess this is a little spoilery, but not too much. We come to find out that the tornado is drawn to the energy released when you morph.
It takes them a while to come to
Yeah,
this conclusion. They have not gotten it yet, but yeah, that's what it's doing.
Right. This is about what, a quarter of the way into the book.
Mhm.
Probably halfway to 2/3 of the way through the book, they discover that it's morphing power related.
Well, we'll get to that point. Let's keep going.
But I'm guessing what happens here is that the thing attacks the truck. There happens to be a news crew following the truck just on their way somewhere. They do a live report. All the Animorphs have immediately left the pool party to go home and watch TV, watch the news
as
specifically,
12-year-olds do.
tape the news.
Yeah.
And they see the live report of, here's this girl. Whoa, we gotta go save her. I know exactly where that stretch of foresty highway is.
Yeah.
And so they all turn into birds, I think, and they fly that way. And
At some point, there are wolves over there as well. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I assumed the thing's still attacking Rachel, and then they morph to go find Rachel, and it starts coming after them. Like, is that why it stops attacking Rachel?
Rachel jogs off. She it hits the truck hits this critter, this giant, whirling beast, and that distracts it. And so Rachel is more focused on running than she is on morphing, I think. And
The tornado's like, wavy gravy.
got distracted by all the free ice cream. Lucky me, highway ice cream. So it's at the bottom of all the dumpsters.
All right, so everybody ignore all the things I've said in the last couple of minutes with my exposition about it
Got a
being
new
drawn away.
And Rachel does continue and find Marco and Jake go wolf to try to find this thing, to try to find Rachel. Rachel, meanwhile, runs across a shack and runs into an old lady who's trying to sell her clothes in a
Old
shack,
crazy
but
lady.
clearly in a very crazy person. Pretty easily identified as a crazy person.
Man, they got me turned around on this chapter too, because you come in on this like crazy lady and you're like, oh man, this lady's just a little nuts and a little cracked up. And then by the end of that chapter, she's like, no, the Yeerks already stole all these things from me. They're not going to steal anymore, which was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should take this a little bit more seriously rather than just treating it like some crazy old lady who lives in the woods.
Fun theory on this that I thought of was the one person that escaped from the Yeerk pool in the first book.
Oh, man.
It's the same girl. She had to stay away from society, and then she just... I don't remember if it said that she was old or not. Maybe she was old in the first one, or maybe she was old in this one. Whatever. It's the same lady in my head.
They just refer to her as a woman. That's when Cassie had two people on her back as a horse running upstairs out of the Yeerk pool. Yeah. Fireball got the one in the back. They saved one, and then we never hear from her
Never heard from it again.
Until now.
That's my headcanon for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say I heard this, but it was probably from you.
She's very this lady though is super crazy. She's like, you want to try this on? Oh, you can go pick something over here. And Rachel's like, I don't know how to get her. She's like she keeps saying everything the same way. It's like a broken loop. She needs to break the loop. So Rachel's like, I got it. Gives her a piece of tree bark and says, I'll use this credit card.
That was pretty good.
Pretty good. And the woman's just like, oh, okay.
She goes, let me know if I can help you find
shoes?
anything. That was primo.
Yeah, pretty
Do you
awesome.
have any shoes? Here's a 9 and a 13.
Oh, yeah, she's looking for shoes because she's like, oh, my feet are just destroyed in the woods because I'm walking on, sticks and pine cones and all these things. Finds some shoes, gets shoved into suddenly, by surprise, a trap door in the basement of this shack and set on fire. Well, not her. She's not set on fire. But the cabin is set on fire, and this lady's just screaming, the Yeerks won't take me back. You won't get me, you Yeerk. Meanwhile, Rachel is having an internal dialogue about how she can't have any memory, and she goes, get out of my head, which doesn't really help your case, Rachel, when someone's just telling you that they think you're a mind control alien. But Jake and Marco are looking for her at this point. I think they've
Also
got the
Axe.
attention of this. Oh, that's true. They've got the attention of this dust thing for now with their wolf morphing. Again, they don't know that it's coming after their morphing, but that's what ends up being after. So, where is everyone at this point? Marco and Jake are looking for Rachel in the woods as wolves. Rachel's in a building that's on fire. You find Axe is about to run up to that shack because he's going to see the smoke. Tobias, I think, is asleep somewhere in his nest. And Cassie
probably
is going to the mall to look for Rachel in all of her common places, and the mall is one of her places. I think that's the scene of where everybody currently is.
Yeah.
We have a lot of overlapping in these chapters, if you noticed, right? A lot of
Very
like,
much so.
here's a 2-hour span, and then the next chapter is going to start 30 minutes before the end of that 2-hour span, and you'll get a little overlap and do another. It's a choice.
Yeah, so again, we're left with a Rachel's probably dead cliffhanger as we go to the mall and see what Cassie's doing.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, she loves, TCBY and Radio Shack. And
There were some store names. I was like, what are some of these?
yeah, I
August
went to
Woman.
the mall a lot in the 90s.
Yeah, what was that one?
August Woman, I think. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I
what-
recognize that.
Oh.
That's something.
I don't even think my wife knew what that was. Maybe it was a different one. It's luxury fashion for bold women.
Oh.
So,
I wasn't a bold woman in the 90s.
not then. No.
Yeah, not then. And so she's just walking around looking for Rachel. She sees a blonde girl. No, that's not. Well, there's another blonde. No, that's not her. Oh, hey, it's Principal Chapman. Wait, don't hug him. Don't let him see you. You're a student. He'll know.
He'll
And
know
so
you went to the
she
mall.
follows him.
Yeah. By yourself. You're fine. You're fine, Cassie. Chill out.
Slips into like the employee bathroom in like a Foot Locker or something.
Yeah, some
And,
Barnes and Noble maybe, something like that.
I don't know. And oh yeah, it is a bookstore. But yeah, just say, hey, bookstore employees, you don't get to use this bathroom. I'm going to be in here for up to 2 hours. And she turns into a fly. You get to hear how gross it is. And then she goes and lands on Chapman's shoulder or something, his collar. And then immediately Chapman meets up with a Yeerk friend of his.
Triggers the cutscene for sure. Yeah.
And they talk about their plans, and we learn that this dust storm is a alien of some sort named a Veleek, which is a Yeerk word for pet. And I think we also learn at this point what's drawing the Veleek. They're like, hey, how about this dust beast? You mean the Veleek?
You mean...
Yes.
Yeah, the morph hunter.
The morph hunter, the one that we feed one kind of energy in exchange for him searching for morphing energy. Yes, that's the Veleek that I mean. Oh, very good. How is that going? It's going well. I've heard enough, says Cassie.
Yeah, but she, okay, so obviously it's this ridiculous exposition to like let Cassie know what's happening. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, it is this morph hunter. Like, that is what they call it. And then in the barn later, she's like, gosh, I just don't know. Like they haven't come to the conclusion yet that this thing goes after morphing. And then someone mentions
it's not named literally?
And she's like, oh my gosh, it's going after morphs. I feel like I want to be like, Cassie, it was called a morph hunter. I get it if you didn't understand it till then, but it was called a morph hunter. What do you think? Just a title of affection.
Oh, my little morph hunter.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
This scene is wild though, because you've got some very strange non sequiturs. You've got Chapman, who is a high-level controller. He's got a Yeerk inside his head. I assume most of his time is spent furthering Yeerk goals and furthering Visser 3's goals. And he's in a Barnes & Noble just flipping through magazines. And then she's like, oh, we went over to the history section. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's going to learn something important. No, this is just Chapman loitering around public spaces.
Because the guys are late, right? Yeah.
To meet up with a dirty cop who is a controller. And he's like, oh, we don't have enough people on the force. And I'm like, this doesn't seem much different than regular cops. But anyways.
Yeah.
And then we get this huge exposition dump, and I'm imagining them sitting at a food court table. They've got their Sparrow slices, looking across at each other and such. And they're having this conversation about, oh, he brought it in from Saturn or wherever it was. And you Saturn. Think you're going to talk to Visser 3 like that? Last guy who did that ended up dead. And you just got kids walking past. They want to go shop at Buckle. They want to go hit Hot Topic. It's such a silly scene for this much exposition.
Yeah, and for such intensity. Yeah. Meanwhile, it's like, Mom, can I go to the Lego store? Or whatever. Yeah. Did they have Lego stores in the 90s? Anyway.
I don't know. It's not where I come from.
I don't remember that.
But we eventually learned that the tornado is called a Veleek, which is a Yeerk word, which implies that the Yeerks have their own language. And if it's a Yeerk controller talking to a Yeerk controller at the mall, why do they not just use their native language and pretend it's like, I don't know, Armenian or something? It's like, oh, yeah, it's not Spanish. It's not French. You're probably not going to be...
Yeah, you're not going to be fluent in this. We can speak in this.
Yeah, it seems...
Maybe a human controller mouths can't... Wait, did we have this conversation with Hork-Bajir? That, like, certain mouths can't say certain words, and that's why, like, Hork-Bajir have, like, the mixed language? I feel like we...
Yeah, we have, because the Hork-Bajir and the Taxons, I think, have
they do like
mixes of English and their...
Yeah, and the Taxons have like
language.
That weird scree thing they do.
Talk.
Well, the other reason too that they are doing this is because, and I actually put it in my notes, that they were worried that Visser 1 had bugged Visser 3's communications. And so they're like, well, they obviously let him, Visser 1 let him go. So obviously they could be listening in on anything that we do. And so let's go to a place where it's much less likely we'll be listened in on, the mall food court or a Barnes and Noble. Again, it's like
everyone is.
Obviously this wasn't a Yeerk plan. This was like, Chapman's like, I don't know, here's where people go, I guess. We can go get a hot pretzel.
I have to take my daughter to the mall, but I'm going to just let her run wild while we have our meeting. I cannot go to the sharing headquarters today.
Yeah. Melissa's somewhere in the middle of the mall running around everywhere, yeah.
And they're talking about getting Visser 3 getting demoted and how upset he would be. Which that's an encounter that I really look forward to if that does happen in a later book. Because it's like, oh no, it's Visser 3. And he's like, actually, guys, I got in trouble at work, and now you can call me Visser 5 now, but you don't have to. You can still call me 3. That's great. It's a good nickname. But imagine getting your name changes because you got demoted. Like, what a lame guy. Goodness gracious. Ugh. What a loser.
Yeah, so
aren't you so glad you don't have to address your boss at work as like
Captain
VP
5
of finance? Yeah. Assistant vice president of project management.
Yeah. Every single time you have to say that. Yeah.
That's Mr. Visser 3 to you.
So then
Go to space doctor school to be called.
So Rachel, now this is where morphing is a little convenient, where she's like, I need to get. She's in the basement of this burning building, and in the basement, one of the walls isn't a wall; it's like thick vertical wooden cage kind of wall type thing.
Your basement cage that you build out in the woods.
Yeah, pretty typical,
just
where you can see outside. And
is this the same one that they ended up at in an earlier book?
Oh, when Jake was a controller, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
because it sounds like the same style of place.
That one didn't have a complete roof, and that
maybe they built it since then.
We don't hear about the roof in this book, so
maybe there's not a roof, or maybe old lady clothes seller built a roof. She seems like she's into roof building.
Roof is made entirely of old clothes.
Yeah, so Rachel's like, I can't get past these bars. Oh, I'm choking on this smoke. How do I just need more power. And that's enough to turn to a bear.
I can barely breathe. Wait, I'm turning into something else.
That's what it was. So yeah, I mean, it's a little, it pushes it a little bit on what does it take. I mean, because if you seriously barely think about something and you start morphing, you got some problems if you're in class or something, But she gets out.
I like the idea for all of her morphs coming back to her from puns. Let's address the elephant in the room. No!
This isn't gonna fly. Oh, what's happening? Man.
I have to be shrewd about this. We're doing a good job, guys.
Yeah, good. And so she gets out, sees Axe, and...
You've got to stop lying. No, that's just the TV version of you.
Oh, that one doesn't count. Break the fourth wall.
Hello. Wow, Brad Garrett from Everybody Loves Raymond. You look amazing.
Thank you. I do my shopping at Discount Clothing of the Forest.
Discount Clothing? Is that haunted-looking place just off Discount Clothing of the Forest? An upscale discount shopping experience in the heart of the forest. We have gorgeous clothing in all shapes and sizes. Coming straight from the pool? You know what I mean. Then ask about our fire sale. Get here quick, because when it's gone, it's gone. You tell them no refunds!
Yeah, and I think at this point, Axe is like, all right, let's get out of here. I found Rachel. Let's go. And then the thing captures Axe for starting to morph, which is very convenient that it captures the Andalite out of all of them. But I get it.
Before this, we see the Valik destroy a house. We see it destroy a semi-truck. We see Rachel is a bear and running around while Axe watches, and she paws at this storm.
Yeah.
And she loses an arm. It just
Stumps.
eats her arm. Yeah. And then Axe is like, oh, you quit it. And then the Valik comes after him, and it just wraps him up, and he's all comfy, and he gets lifted up into the sky. And we're like, why is he not being completely shredded?
I think this is I mean, Marco's not there to see it, but eventually he kind of realizes over time, oh, this thing's not trying to hurt us. It's trying to take us. And he was like, that didn't make me feel better, though, because it wouldn't, it's still terrifying. But Axe gets taken up to, and Axe is like, oh, I see. This is going to be Visser 3, isn't it? And then he gets on the ship, and Visser 3 is like, surprise, it's me! And Axe is like, yes, I know.
This book series needs more villains.
Yeah, there's no other Vissers in this entire thing.
Couldn't
Come
have
on,
been
I know it's
Visser
you.
1? No, guess not. All right.
Yeah.
Who did you think it was going to be? Marco's mom?
Pulls on his blue mustache that he's been growing since the last time they saw him.
Wait, you know Marco too?
Never mind. That's the TV show, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. And so, meanwhile, we get they get to the barn. They realize what the problem is. It's Cassie, Jake, and Marco at this point, right? Maybe Tobias is there. I can't recall. He might still be sleeping. I don't remember. Rachel's still missing, and Axe is up on the ship.
This back of the barn thing is where they discover that it's the
Not
Morph Hunter.
discover.
Right?
They just suddenly think of it like
figure it
Morph
out.
Hunter. Wait, Morph Hunter. Morph Hunter. What if it hunts morphs?
No, less funter.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess it could be confusing for them because they've seen it lift or Axe. No, they don't even know
They
Axe
didn't
is
see
just
Axe.
gone.
Axe is gone. Yeah.
Okay, but
Axe
then
is missing.
they're like, well, we got Rachel. Let's get out of here, and they turn into birds and leave or something. But it doesn't come after them then.
Yeah, they don't have
It's
Rachel
already
yet.
busy.
They still haven't found her. They haven't come across her yet.
right.
Yeah. She's still amnesiaing it up. But she so they have a plan they're like, okay, I think I got an idea about how we can deal with this thing. Rachel's not part of that. Rachel finds like a house being built and is just so tired, so hungry, so confused, and just kind of breaks in.
She turns
To a
from a
house.
bear into Goldilocks. She goes and has some of the food. She takes a nap in the bed,
She was blonde.
Oh yeah, Nilla
And-
wafers.
and
Yeah.
then she gets called. The cops get called on her. So yeah, it's much like any of this.
The classic way the end of that story happens. Yeah.
So I went out to it's like 10 years ago. I went out to the lake in Texas when I lived there, and just out in the country, and we saw.
But you don't anymore, so it doesn't count as giving away your position.
Right, they can go there. I don't care. And we saw a guy with a live black bear. And it was a take a picture with a live black bear, $10. And so we took a picture. There's a piece of plexiglass in between us. I'm showing them the picture. But the guy just like handed this bear handfuls and handfuls of Nilla wafers.
And just
I love-
chowing down on this.
No
yeah,
way.
and I love that Rachel's a bear, and she goes into this house, and there's Nilla wafers.
What a connection.
And she just like chows down.
I love it.
It's amazing.
think you may have met one of the Animorphs. Yeah.
The cops pound down on the door. They're like, hey, someone saw you go into this house. Get out. And she's like, oh, yeah, I'll get out.
Yeah, but she like leads up to it with like, oh no, I couldn't be seen.
Oh, wait, I'll be an elephant.
I have to turn into something that I can sneak out of here. Oh well, elephant it
Screw
is.
It's like Cassie with Wolf. Just I don't know. Elephant's fine. Yeah. So now you have a very much like a Jurassic Park Lost World scenario where you have like, things that don't exist in the suburbs existing in the suburbs suddenly, and everyone's panicking, including this dust monster comes to get her and can't pick her up. Too heavy. Elephants are
Right.
heavy. It's like 20,000 pounds or something. It said.
Yeah, and she's saying like, oh, I read somewhere that the biggest elephant in the world's 20-something thousand pounds.
Yeah.
She gives an exact weight.
Yeah.
Great, sure. Okay, maybe
But
as
you
she's
can't remember
writing
your
this
name.
years later. Yeah. 23,214 pounds. And I probably wasn't that big, but still heavy enough that the Valik couldn't lift me up. She probably didn't know what it was called.
True.
But so we get this silly little scene of this giant dust monster trying to lift this elephant. He's like, "Ugh! Ugh!
He's
Nope.
like, he's like
Ugh,
embarrassed.
My back.
He's embarrassed. Like, nobody look.
Yeah.
Look. This hasn't happened before, okay?
A dusty old bed.
Yeah, and and while all this is happening, Jake, Cassie, and Marco are at Cassie's barn, and we're gonna turn into birds and look for her from the air. Hey, what's that in front of the moon? I think, or
Yeah.
what's that in the air? It's a dust storm, and I knew we had to go. But wait, if we turn into something, then it'll come after us.
Mm-hmm. So then you
How
get...
are we going to get there? So
Well,
then
it's
we
like,
get...
Alex, I got to tell you, this is like top 10, top 5 famous like scenes of the series. It's probably like a top 10 of
It is
Marco
pretty nuts.
driving this truck.
Cassie's dad's got an old beater farm truck.
Yeah.
And Marco's like, no, I can totally drive. I
Yeah.
am very good at video games.
Yeah.
And it must be garbage day. He hits probably
Yeah.
40
Do you
garbage
just hate
cans.
trash cans?
Trash.
Which is a classic line. Classic line.
He hits all these mailboxes. There's all these, oh, well, I had to take the corner sharp, but it was a good thing they didn't have any trees in their front yard.
Yeah. I can't
He's just-
drive with you guys yelling in my ear. You can't drive at all. Yeah, you know. It's good. It's good.
It's amazing.
The idea is they're driving. They're trying to attract the Valik because they know that morphing will do it. So Jake piles off in the back of the truck. Cassie gets out because she sees Rachel. They're going to Rachel, and then Marco's like, "I'm gonna drive this truck around. I'm terrified, but this is also kind of awesome." And he like kind of morphs Gorilla a little bit to keep drawing the thing to follow him. Again, very Jurassic Park, right? He's like, I feel like he's driving the truck and like Jake is in the back going, must go faster, you know, while he's like looking into the side view mirror.
Big
While
energy.
he's holding his glass of very still water that's making the little ripple.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there's a lot of commotion. I mean, just this thing's going after him. Each one who's trying to morph a little bit at a time. Cassie gets on Rachel and starts more. I mean, everyone's trying to do some sort of morphing. It's pandemonium. Everything's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it starts chasing Cassie, and then just as it's about to get Cassie, Marco morphs into Gorilla while he's still driving because Gorilla can drive.
Mhm.
Marco can't drive. Gorilla can.
That's his logic. And that's my favorite thing about it is that he's like, well, yeah, gorillas have the same arms as humans. You know, the only thing better than a person driving a car? A monkey driving a car. That's genius.
This old truck doesn't have power steering.
I was reading this to my wife, and she was like, "Wait, he's morphing while driving?" And I was like, "Yeah, he turned into a gorilla."
responsible.
Like I said it like the same way Marco did. Like obviously it's fine. She's like, "That's still dumb."
He's not turning into a lobster.
I
This is
said
fine.
he's not turning into an ant, so it's okay.
Oh,
Next
and
time
the
I get
great
pulled over by a
line,
cop, I'll say I'm not turning into an ant, so I'm driving fine.
the great line. In this morph, I could kick the butts of the entire Dallas Cowboys all at once. To which I thought to myself, yeah, it's
Boom,
never been easier,
shakalaka.
has it? Got him. Oh,
Ooh.
got him good.
Okay, and so so Marco starts morphing Gorilla and draws the Valik after him, but he's driving, and so it's a good chase scene. And then I have a line that I wanted to point out from the
please.
book. What Cassie has run over to Rachel. I think they've both turned into humans again, and there's Yeerk ships flying overhead, and I don't know how they don't see them, especially when they're morphing.
Lots of
And,
choo-choo.
yeah, that's not a Andalite. No, nobody cares. We're just looking for the dust monster. Okay, fine. Rachel says, Cassie, we need morphs that can move fast, and I don't remember everything we have available, I said urgently. Cassie concentrated. It's night. The woods. Let's go airborne. We've both acquired owl morphs. We used them to guard Jake when he was taken by the Yeerk. Great horned owls.
Cassie, shut up! Just tell me.
Yeah, way to take 30 seconds when he's like, we have to get out of here. They're going to shoot us. That thing's going to get us. We have to go now.
Yes, but Rachel,
Let me answer your question
With another
with a story.
with another question.
story, even better.
What do you think that we should morph?
Rachel, I don't want to give you if I give you the answer, then you won't learn anything.
I've solved the riddle.
Cassie.
Have you?
Cassie, I just need to go. Can I use my mouse tool? Like whatever. Just let me get this. Oh gosh, another kid's reference.
I was going to bring it to an Encyclopedia Brown, like turn to the back of the book and see what morphs you can use. But yeah, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, definitely the way to go.
Yeah, so I mean, it's pandemonium, and eventually Rachel gets smashed by the truck. Cassie goes flying. Marco's injured in a ditch. Jake is like barely escaped a monster falling out of a tree. Like it's a bad deal. and the Valik settles on. We have a moment where Cassie thinks, this is the moment I had that dream I told Jake about earlier in the book.
We didn't tell the audience about it.
Yeah, like
Why don't you
chapter
tell the audience
1,
about
Cassie just said, Jake, I've had weird dreams about some generic abstract thing of having to save someone if I have the chance.
Choose whose life
Yeah.
I save and whose life I abandon.
And this is
Like,
that
yeah,
moment.
Okay, you're a teenager, grow up.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Been listening too much My Chemical Romance or whatever, kid. Although I think she ends up liking 9 Inch Nails. It becomes canon that Cassie likes 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Anyways,
She does quote 9 Inch
spoilers
Nails later in the
about
series.
that.
I guess.
Deep lore cut. Cassie's music references.
Hey, real quick. So earlier you said it's pandemonium, and I don't know the last time I've heard the word pandemonium without seeing a picture of a panda next to it. Like it's always like a marketing gimmick. It's pandemonium. The zoo's got a panda.
So I just got to use it I just got to use it for you guys. It's kind of like
it's incredible. How did you do? I'm very impressed.
Is it similar to how they use the word phalanx at some point in this story that I've never heard that word in my life. Maybe I'm an idiot, but considering their very middle school vocabulary they always have, and then to throw that term out, I was like, what?
It's old-timey fighting with swords and shields or pole axes
Formation.
or something. They use it in the movie 300.
You guys are more brilliant than me.
Yes.
The
No question.
counter argument
we're
to
all very
that
smart.
is they're using words like phalanx and pandemonium and such, and yet Marco, as he is running into Rachel's giant leg as an elephant in his pickup truck that he has stolen and joyridden, thinks to himself as he flies through the air, it takes more than a 70-mile-per-hour crash to kill the gorilla. To which I thought to myself, no, I don't think it does. I think that kills most things. It gets rid of them pretty dang good.
Also,
So,
Marco, you're in the gorilla, so
yeah, you got to survive this, bud.
Yeah.
Do not make this an exciting, repeatable action for kids. Do not let them steal the gorilla, put it in a truck, and crash at 70.
It's fine because the
You
gorilla's
may
driving.
kill the gorilla.
Yeah, so Cassie has the moment to decide to, hey, if I do a little morphing or demorphing or whatever I am right now, I can draw this thing away from whoever it's trying to get. And she doesn't do it. She tears herself up about it. And I can't blame you, Cassie. It's pretty scary.
But yeah, what? So Marco crashes the truck into Rachel as an elephant.
Mhm.
She's okay. Yes, she hadn't turned back into a human yet. I apologize for jumping the gun on my my reading quote earlier. But yeah, so he crashes into her and she falls over and hits her head on the street. And I think all of her amnesia is gone.
For the most part, yeah.
It's, she has been Fonzie hitting the jukebox fixed.
It is exactly that.
Yes. And then, so what? They run off and the Valik picks up Marco, right?
Yeah, it takes Marco to join Axe, and we have a lot of a Max. That's the shipping name for Marco and Axe is Max. Marco and Axe in Visitor 3's ship. Meanwhile, Rachel, Cassie, Jake, exhausted, defeated, whatever, go home. Forget about them for a moment. It's all about Marco and Axe on the ship right now.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned that Axe got taken to the ship. I think we just left it at a cliffhanger that the Valik took Axe somewhere.
Well,
but
yeah.
Axe has been taken up to the ship. We get a chapter with him at some point that he has been put into this cool metal cage. It's like metal. It's like a metal cube or something, and they can restructure the atoms to make a wall clear.
Yeah, it had
so
a
that
name
he can-
for the element that metal was, but I forget. It started with an R, but I forgot the name of it. Like randomonium or something. I think that was probably it.
Okay, so he's isolated. The thing's opaque. Nobody can see in. He's just being left to go crazy and worry without knowing what's happening to his friends. And so he's like, what do I do? What do I do? Morphing is like the thing we do in this book. Let's see. Oh, I could be a flea. That's tiny, and I could hide, and he would think I escaped. And so he becomes very tiny.
He had to acquire, though. He didn't have a flea. he's been having fleas earlier in the book. A little bit of foreshadowing.
Yes. Yeah, a couple books ago, somebody was on Tobias, and he sees a flea jump into Tobias's feathers.
Yeah, and
so
like
Tobias
don't tell
canonically
Tobias
had
that he has
fleas at one point.
Yeah,
And
then
so they hang out in the woods.
In the beginning of this book, he got Axe to follow him at Darlene's house by providing flea cream. And Jake's like, dude, you can just go get that at the store. You don't have to do this stupid thing. Whatever,
With what
Jake, leave me
money?
alone. Yeah.
Axe has
So-
no dollars.
Right. So this is the only way to do it, is just be ridiculous with Marco. Anyways, so he gets the flea off of him, acquires it, and goes flea. And I think the scene's pretty great, because then Visitor 3's like, open up the cage window so I can see the prisoner. What? Where is he? You know, and then some idiot guard is like, I don't know, let me open the door. And Visitor 3's like, no, you idiot, you know, and it's just a bunch of like, you really feel for Visitor 3 for a second, where he's very much like I have a kid and 2 twins, and then there's my wife, right? So it's a zone defense versus man to man. So there is always one that I just can't quite handle the third one, whichever one's out in the perimeter. I feel for Visitor 3 in this moment, where he's like, there's only one of me. I can't open that cage and also go over here, and also no one's doing anything right. You know what I mean?
But yeah, they open the side of the cage because, you know, those perfectly clear molecules can be hard to see through.
Randomonium.
So they let him out, and Axe is like, suddenly I felt, the flea can't see, but he can only sense warm things, and he wants to jump to a warm thing, and so he senses a warm thing. And he jumps onto Visser 3. And so Marco arrives, the thing drops him off, and I guess Axe, Visser 3 just yells whenever he thought speaks. He doesn't do it specifically to one person. He's like, ha, Andalite bandit, disguised as a gorilla. What do you think you're doing? Turn back into an Andalite so I can taunt you.
He won't.
And he doesn't say anything because they don't talk. They don't want to talk to him.
It is a nice touch that they bring this up in the first place, because there has been those rumors of, they might be humans and not Andalites, but no one's going to tell Visitor 3. And in this scene, in this ship, Visitor 3 sees Axe and is like, haha, see everyone? It is an Andalite. You idiots, I'm smart, you know? And then now Marco won't talk, and everyone's probably like, I still think it's a human. You know? Don't tell Visitor 3, though. I didn't say it.
Yeah, and so Axe hears Visser 3 announce that Marco's there. And so Axe thought speaks to Marco, hey, I'm here too. I'm a flea. I'm on Visser 3's butt.
I'm a flea. I'm a flea. I think it's how he said it. He referenced Black Eyed Peas.
Probably.
Apple D over here.
And so, they cause pandemonium. This episode is brought to you by the word,
the word pandemonium. Yeah, it's pretty great plan. Axe is like, heh. I'm going. I think he said the word heh. I'm gonna show Visitor 3 what his pet does, and demorphs so that this thing attacks Visitor 3, going for the morphing energy.
Yeah, so the Valik thinks that Visser 3 is morphing, and so it goes in and grabs him, and he's like, you idiots. While Marco is basically left unattended, and he runs and starts hitting buttons on the control panel.
He was pretty injured in that accident, but he seems to be okay now, so that's good, I guess.
Oh, it takes more than a 70-mile-an-hour crash to hurt a gorilla.
This is true.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, it's true.
And so I don't know what the side door of the spaceship
I think
opens.
it's the top, because he uses Hork-Bajir as a ladder, he said.
Oh, okay.
So I guess he had to climb up. But
he scampers. He does some good scampering.
He does.
And so he jumps out. They must be pretty high. They mention how high they are. I have forgotten how high up they are.
2 miles.
2 miles. Okay. So I think they're getting better at morphing, because Axe turns from a flea into an Andalite into a bird.
Yeah.
and Marco turns from a gorilla into a bird.
The human into a bird, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gorilla into a human into a bird, right? And none of the Yeerks look out the window down. They're falling, escaping, they're getting away.
Yeah.
Well, let's not look. And they see him turn into a human. But yeah, he turns into a bird, and it's, last second 90s, the Batmobile screeching to a halt an inch in front of the child licking the ice cream cone's face. He turns into a bird just in time, and he gets away.
Can I do a little bit of reading about that part you just said?
Oh, please do.
I was a 400-pound gorilla who had just decided to go skydiving without a parachute. Ah! Marco, why are you screaming? It hurts my head. I think it's a direct quote that I've said to my kids before. Except my kid's not named Marco, by the way. We're going to die, you alien lunatic. No, we won't die. Don't be foolish, Axe said. Maybe you won't. You're a flea. You'll bounce. I'll hit the ground like a rock. Marco, morph into a bird. Oh, duh, I said, feeling foolish. Is there time? I don't know. Maybe we should hurry, Axe said in his annoyingly calm Andalite way.
I love that.
and then when Axe demorphs, he goes, ah! It's pretty. I can picture that as like an actual scene being filmed.
Yeah, I don't know why Axe didn't just stay as a flea until he landed.
Hey,
well, if Marco's doing it,
yeah,
I want to do it. It seems fun.
Yeah.
And this is why anytime that somebody says, oh, yeah, Jake's the natural leader, he's so brilliant and everything like that, I take it with grains of salt like this to say he forgot that he could morph into a bird. So maybe these guys aren't the best judges of who's brilliant.
Yeah. So then Jake wakes up in the morning to Marco going, booga, booga, booga. And then Jake's like, Marco, I thought you died. You're right. I am the ghost of Marco. Fear me. Like, I feel like this would be me just being annoying as crap this whole time.
Messing around.
I love it.
We did forget one small thing that is actually important to the remainder of the book.
The water?
Yes, because Visser 3 basically says, oh, no, I'm getting sucked up into the Valik. And quick, get me the water. And I'm imagining him just, he has a little spray bottle that's marked for bad cats and just...
He does have a comment about cats again in this book about the tiger. And I think, yes, I agree. I think he has a cat spray bottle for sure.
And they're like, that's interesting that he would use water to get rid of the creature or deter it for a few seconds. Guess we'll think on that later.
Yeah, we just hear it mentioned. We don't see him like Wicked Witch of the West dump a bucket of water on the Valik and it melts. We just, I don't know. That's what he wanted to get rid of
There's some splashes of water, but you don't really see much. Very, very crazy.
Oh, and Axe, while he's a flea, he sees, like real close up, he sees a part of the Valik. It's like a bunch of super tiny bats. Right?
It makes me think I pictured it like Zubats, like the Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe but not blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
A combination of Zubats and those little fairies from Harry Potter 2.
That makes
it
it wilder, though, because you've got this swarm of all these tiny little critters, but it also has, visible from further back, lots of eyes, lots of mouths. And that's terrifying to me. The idea that you've got this little thing that's capable of making very large maws and eyeballs. That's too spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Don't love it.
It's like it's like Wreck-It Ralph 2, when a bunch of Wreck-It Ralphs like make like a giant hand and that like punches people and stuff like that. I don't know. I've only seen that movie once, but I remember that being a thing. You're going to take my word for it. Got it.
I'm going to take your word for it. And that's
hey,
where
Wreck-It Ralph 2 fans. Wreck-It Ralph 2 fans are loving this.
Comments.
Give us a 5-star review, please. Yeah. So anyways, they all get together now, right? We're all back together. We're all good. And Tobias is just pissed that he slept through the whole thing. But everyone's back together. Big hugs all around. We're all safe. But we're screwed. What do we do?
Is it really just like a quick cut to them being on the beach?
It's pretty quick. It's basically like Cassie's like, I have a plan, but I have to be the one that does it because I was a wuss and let Marco get taken. Okay, Cassie, you can do it. I told them my plan. Next chapter,
and that's how we end up at the beach episode. Yeah.
So yeah, this. I mean, we're only 3 chapters till the end. Quite suddenly, it's pretty fast wrap up. Like I guess is the norm. But what is the plan? It's 3 morphs, 6 changes is what she said. And I was trying to think about what that meant.
Well, so they're humans at the beach. I guess Axe
doesn't
is
go.
just sitting this out because
Yeah.
you would have to turn into an Andalite at the beach
Yeah.
because they want to swim out into the water and turn into dolphins, and then they can use their echolocation to yell at a whale. Tobias is flying up high.
A great one, Patrick. A great one.
My bad. Yeah, and remember a few episodes ago when they Axe and them escape from Visser 3 riding on a whale, and they fall asleep on the whale?
Yeah.
And nobody thinks to acquire a whale?
Nope. And then we were like, why
Well-
didn't you acquire this whale? God, it'd be a lot easier if you had acquired the whale.
Yeah, so now they have to go acquire this whale. So Tobias flies in the air and finds a whale from the air. And then they turn into dolphins, which immediately draws the Valik. But they're underwater, so he's like just hissing at them or something. And say, oh, you better not come up here. I'm gonna
get you.
you.
Yeah.
And so they see the whale, and Cassie acquires the whale without permission.
Yes.
She's like, I don't think the whale would have understood it. It's a smart animal, but
Yeah,
wouldn't
Cassie,
get it.
none of the animals can. Ever. None of them.
Yeah. And so she turns into a human again in the ocean, and she's like, blah, 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 a lot, and acquires this whale. Then she turns into a roach just under the water, and Tobias comes down and gets her like she's a salmon. So he flies her up as high as he can go.
So one change was to the dolphin, one change was back to
a human.
And so now, we're on third change, became a roach.
Are we counting initial human?
Yeah.
Probably not.
No, I think no.
Oh, so she's a
Yeah,
human.
okay.
So
I think I
first,
see it.
dolphin, human, roach, human,
Whale, human, I guess.
At some point, she's a human.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so Tobias flies her up as high as he possibly can. And then he's like,
real
"You got
tired.
no more." Yeah.
And he does have a nice thing to think. He's like, man, it's crazy how people don't realize how awesome they are when they have a bad thought about themselves. Like Cassie's, doing this incredibly brave thing, and she's like, I'm a wuss.
No thermals.
Yeah, there's no thermals at the beach.
No thermals.
So sad.
Did he say the word thermal, or did he just
did.
complain?
He did.
He did.
I took a drink for it. Don't worry.
He complained about the lack of thermals.
I see.
There we go. And so then Tobias drops her, and she's a roach, turns into a human, turns into a whale. And there's not enough time. She's going to slam into the water, but the Valik catches her as she's turning into a whale. But she keeps on turning into a whale and getting heavier and heavier, and the Valik's dumb, and it doesn't let go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it gets wet and is defeated forever.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
splatter
They murdered it.
Hopefully, little tiny fish just chow down.
on these razor fairies or whatever they are. Razor dust fairies.
Mm.
Name of our band one day. The Razor Dust Fairies.
Razor dust fairies.
Yeah, and it is seriously like a paragraph of, and then we went home, and the great ones helped me, and hooray. And Marco was like, dude, we actually won. Because this does feel like if you were doing like a score on each book of like who won. I mean, is this the first? I guess they
No,
did
the
the truck ship.
Kandrona rays, getting rid of
That's a
that.
big one.
Come on, that was like a slam dunk.
And then the truck ship. So this is probably their third win. Yeah. The other ones are just like escaping or not dying. And then it's it. It's like, oh, and then we did it.
We got a
Hooray.
great line at the end from Rachel talking about, Jake being a part of this with someday he'll be president and he'll make hard decisions for those he cares for. And again, I still don't know what these poor unsuspecting teenagers see in Jake, but clearly they see the greatest natural born leader that this mankind has ever known. Mankind, Andalite kind, Yeerk kind, any of them.
Yeah, I totally see it as he's definitely the leader. He's a little slow. Let's not expect too much out of him. No, Jake, you're the best. You're the best, Jake, our leader.
It's to keep expectations low. So every success feels bigger because it's like, we've got Jake leading us. Oh, we succeeded. Oh, all right. That was surprising.
Okay, all right.
One hand tied behind our back.
Jake, can you go become a controller again? We were really a well-oiled machine when you were out of it for a second. Yeah, so they did it. They finished it. Yeah, thoughts? What do you guys think of our first Megamorphs adventure?
I liked it a lot. Like you said off camera, Amnesia's, done a lot, or at least it used to be done a lot back then, as just it's a framing device.
Yeah,
but
convenient.
I thought the amnesia thing was fine. I thought that getting hit with a truck to fix it was, all right. This is already a silly thing.
Wow.
I don't know if amnesia is real, but getting hit with a truck, that seems like perhaps a cure. And so, I liked the constant threat. I liked them having to figure out the threat. No, you fools, don't open the cage.
That's a pretty great scene. It's a pretty great scene.
It was amazing. Yeah, I realized in this book where you keep quoting, why do you hate trash cans?
Yeah.
Came from.
Yeah. That's also a really great scene. Do you just hate trash cans, Marco? Do you just hate trash cans?
We made fun of it, but I don't think there was anything I really didn't like. Am I going to
Here we
give this
go.
a 10?
Here we go. Ooh.
I might. I liked it.
Badger
10.
coming in with a 10 out of 10.
10 dust monsters.
Okay.
Out of 10. Also
Out
dust
of 10
monsters.
dust monsters.
Alex?
Ooh, I hate to be contrarian here, but I'm definitely going to be.
Here we go.
I thought I'll say this: up until probably chapter 37, so about 7 from the end, where Marco wakes Jake up, and it's like, I got you. We're totally alive and everything, and they kind of have a reunion there. I thought the book was about as good as we've seen thus far. I would say that was pretty dang close to a 10 out of 10. And then the part afterwards wholesale ruins it. They basically, you get several chapters of, let's put something together to murder this creature. They get rid of that threat, and it seems like it's gone forever. I mean, that's just, it just feels like it runs counter to everything that this was trying to do. I thought it was going to be something, again, I riff on Jake all the time, but I thought that they were going to do something a bit more clever. I thought there was going to be something where it's like, we got to start morphing only in swimming pools so that way that this critter can't get us, or we need to watch out because if we morph too much, we're likely to draw the attention of this dust creature. I thought there were some clever ways that they could have implemented that, or like they said, it's a hunting dog. It's feeding off of Visser 3's ship's energy rather than morphing energy. I thought there was going to be something there. There were so many great threads that I felt like got laid out. And then for them to, pull this third act reversal where Cassie comes up with a plan to murder a creature that's non-thinking just feels weird.
Ooh, out of all people. Yeah.
So I'd say it was pretty dang good up until there, but I'm going to knock it off probably about a 1.5. It's still an 8.5 out of 10, or I'd say 8.5 biblically accurate angels out of 10 dust monsters from Saturn. But let me tell you, when it was great, it was fantastic. There are some super duper great scenes with vibes, but I just could not stand the ending. Really couldn't.
They say the same thing about the Marvel movies post Endgame, where here we've got this great villain, and maybe it's all Marvel movies. Here we've got this great villain, and he's such a threat. He's really rounded out as a character, and then nope, we beat him all in one movie.
Yep,
never see him again.
We don't need this again.
Maybe you will see the Valik again. Maybe you will.
Whoa,
I hope so. He's a cool guy.
Now he's a mud monster.
Just slaps you a bunch, slaps you around.
So this is very much an action book. Like, I don't think they had any real retrospective thinking like they usually do in Animorphs books about like the implications of what they're doing, or I mean, the
Maybe
most
that's why I liked it so much.
Yeah, I mean, you see some physical body horror, but you really don't think about the mental stuff like you usually do, or the pressure that's put on them. The only time I really saw the pressure put on them, and I forgot to bring this up, was early on at the pool party when there was the mice that were running around to scare people. Jake, who should be just a 12-year-old at a pool party, immediately is like bolting up, looking for exits, trying to think of strategies, like where does he need to go? And it made me think about how, like, I don't know, you ever go to like a movie theater or something like that, and you just casually look and be like, where's the exit at? Like, it's nice to know, these kind of things. But this kid's like 12. And so that was the only time I really felt like we got an Animorphs mental aspect. Otherwise, just action after another. I didn't think about the aspect that of all people to kill this creature at the end, it was Cassie. Even if her reasons, still a creature. That's interesting. The amnesia thing is bothersome. The overlapping of I think Kay Applegate even said that she regretted the amnesia thing a little bit at one point, and also the overlapping of the chapters. I feel like it really padded the book length. I enjoy the perspective and stuff, but like I know I just read that happen. I don't need to read another paragraph of it happening again. Like, I know Tobias needs to see that, but I'll just assume Tobias saw that. You don't have to tell me Tobias saw that. I think they go away from that in other Megamorph books, if I remember. I think it's more sequential chapters rather than like half overlaps. It's a cool creature. I thought the ship scene was just fantastic. I thought the pool scene was great. I thought the truck chasing scene was great. There's some really classic scenes. 9 out of 10 from me. 9 out of 10 stumpy bear paws.
Armless, eh?
And I
He's
think
armless.
is there any other thoughts on this one? Great. So I thought we could go ahead and read some of our comments that we have, since we do want you guys listening to give us a little bit of one of those, what you call those 5-star reviews, maybe a few words of happiness, words of encouragement, words of joy. That would be great.
All you people that I called out earlier in the episode to leave us reviews, take note.
Specifically those people only.
This is how you do it.
Yeah. We got a few of these. I just want to read them out. A little shout out on the ones I find. Candy Sniper gave us 5. Says, "Oh man, Animorphs! What a fun throwback! I love the commentary of the hosts. Witty banter. We have witty banter.
Some of us try, Zach.
Dang it!
Hey,
Need to work on it. This is a must listen if you are a kid of the 90s or want to explore this fun series for the first time. I can't wait for the next episode. Definitely recommend. I don't know which one they listen to want the next one, but that's cool.
If they enjoyed it, it could be any of them.
It's probably any of them, yeah.
It's probably our worst
everyone,
one. If they enjoyed that, you'll love everything else. So obviously, leave some more reviews.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you've only listened to this one, why not listen to all of them?
No matter what you've listened to, listen to the other ones is the
great place
key.
to jump in. Thank you.
I love this because we brought up Power Rangers earlier. We got Mighty Morphin Time by LJATX. Wait, wrong fandom, but hey, I like Animorphs and the hosts are entertaining, so give it a go. Listening to y'all talk about random nothingness. It's very pointed nothingness. Thank you very much. Random nothingness at the beginning is very much how I remember college. Yes, it says much twice, so I thought I should be accurate to the review.
It'd be nice.
Let's do one more here. I can't. Well, I won't because my thing froze up. But 2 is good. 2 is a good amount of reviews.
People think we're doing a good job.
Yeah, I think so. That's good. That's cool. Well, we're gonna keep it up. Our next book will end up. Well, this is this is gonna like kind of wrap up where we're at right now. Kind of like capping the end of this stretch of books. I feel like the Megamorphs book would be like if the TV show was actually good. I saw a review where someone said this makes me want to watch the TV show because they listened to our TV show episode. I feel like we failed at our jobs. It's a bad TV show. Don't watch the show. Just listen to our thing instead. But if it was actually a good show, and then it would be capped by like a made-for-TV movie, or maybe even like when Power Rangers, of course, Power Rangers did a movie and it blew everyone's mind. I feel like these Megamorphs are that. So it's kind of it's a nice like cap for where we're at on the podcast, and
It's a good season finale.
Yeah, and then maybe we can do a recap and get into the next pieces when we start up again.
Yeah, hey listeners, we're not done with the podcast. We're just done with this season. We're coming back to you next time with another season.
Book 8 is the next book. Number 8, The Alien. Our first true Axe book will be what's coming up down the pipeline. Amongst other fun ideas and silly, witty banter, as one person said.
Witty banter.
Anyways, that's been a Morphs. Talk to you boys later.
I had a good time. Talk to you later.
Thanks again. See you at the pool.
Woo!
Bye-bye now.
That's how they get you.
Every... Animorphs 55, the podcast, is a fan-driven, nostalgic podcast created by Zach Hurdle, Patrick Viersba, and Alex Holton. But don't tell the Yeerks. Theme music provided by Neko Boy. Podcast artwork by Rachel Hurdle. Episodes edited by Patrick Viersba. Based on the 90s sci-fi kids series written by K.A. Applegate, Michael Grant, and other contributing authors. To contact the show, email animorphspodpeople@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you.